The video is gonna be so excited to see you. How are you, Belle?
Hey friends, it's Courtney and welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel where I'm going to be talking all things lifestyle, personal finance, work, my dog, who everybody loves. She's the star of the show. I'm so glad you're on this video. Today I'm going to be filming my very first payday routine. So I'm going to take you guys through what I do when I get paid from my job. I work full-time. I just obviously do YouTube as a hobby. I'd love to make it more of like a job or side hustle in the future, but for right now it is just a hobby. I'm sitting at my desk, so I'm in a little bit of a different setup, but it was just going to be much easier to film this. With that, let's get into the video. I get paid every other Friday, but it always hits my bank account on Thursday. So to be honest, I usually do all of this on Thursday night. Like if I'm like watching some TV before bed, I usually do this, but of course I wanted to film, so I'm not doing this on Thursday. I'm doing this with you guys now. But just so you're aware, I'm usually like a little hermit on my couch doing all of this. So first thing I like to do is log into my bank where my money is actually deposited. I am paid a salary, so like it really is the same almost every time. Like one paycheck is a little bit more than the other because one gets more of the, like, I don't want to say taxes, but like dental healthcare comes out of one paycheck per month, so they vary by like $100 or something. Anyways, all this rambling, the first thing I do is just go and confirm I actually got paid. So I see it was deposited, so I was paid $3,102.89. I also actually got a deposit for $48, but this was a reimbursement. I had a work trip in April and we get to reimburse because I am based in Canada, but my employer is in the US. This offsite was in the US, so my phone, I was using it but had roaming charges, so I get to reimburse for that. So I'm not going to count that as income. I'm just going to go back in my budget and edit how much I spent for my phone bill last month to add in that I was reimbursed this $48, because it's not like, it's not income, it's just taking away what I already spent. So confirm that I got it, great. Now what I do is actually take my computer out and I go and track all of my purchases over the last 2 weeks. The only times I don't do this is because I also do that at the end of the month to like close out the month and see what I did as far as spending and like hitting my budget goes. So if I get paid like on the 3rd or 4th, for example, I might not go and add all of my transactions. I might just wait until I get paid again. But in this case, it's been like 10 days. So I'm gonna go and input all of my transactions. So this includes opening up all of my accounts where my credit cards are. So I have 3 credit cards, a MasterCard and 2 Visas. And then I have, sorry, my computer is giving me some nice glow. So MasterCard and 2 Visas. My work, we also get a stipend. So like technically that's a card. So I check that account because I do include the stipend as income. So I need to track what I spend on it. And then I go through my checking account as well to see like if I've sent any e-transfers. I obviously want to catch that. I don't ever use my debit card. Like every purchase that I make is on a credit card, but I do want to account for any e-transfers that I've sent people. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay, we are in a different spot to put in our transactions. Lots of dog friends around. We've got Belle, and you guys just saw Doug, who's now under the table. My brother's golden retriever. Hi, buddy. There you are. Oh my goodness. Hi, Bubba. Oh. Oh. Hi, pretty girl. Oh, yes. Hi. So I have my budget pulled up on my computer. So what I'm going to do is just go down to the transaction tracker section. I feel like I always look crazy when I do this, but I just open up my phone. I put my phone up here. Seriously, just type away. So let me, okay, I'm gonna start with my first Visa and just put, oh, I haven't made any transactions in May, but I got money back. How do I want to calculate this?
I returned clothes that I bought from Abercrombie. Let me find what month I purchased this in. I feel like it was April, but let's go. No? Was it really March? Yeah, so what do I want to do? Do I want to just put the... Yeah, I put it out. This will go down. Okay, let's do it. So, sorry, you guys aren't really like seeing my screen that well. Okay, so I had spent $198.78 at Abercrombie, knowing that I was going to return some clothes. I've since... Let me... Oh, hello. Hi. The video is going to be so excited to see you. How are you, Belle? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the amount that I received instead of counting it like income, because it's not income. I just got money back for what I spent. So I'm going to update. I'll put update May. I got this back on May 3rd. And I'll go negative 125.52 refund received subtracted from total. Just so that if I'm ever reviewing this, I know. And then what I'm actually going to do is equal sum minus 125.52. So 73.26. 73.26. Okay, that was a very confusing way to start this. Okay, now that we've got that refund out of the way, I prop my phone up so that I can easily see my transactions, and then I literally just type them in. So I'm gonna speed this up, but show you how long this takes. I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. That took me 4 minutes to type in everything, go through all my accounts. I am proud of myself. I actually haven't spent that much money. We're halfway through the month, which is amazing. I only have 10 rows of transactions, and if I go back to last month, halfway through the month, let's take a look. Wow, oh my gosh, there's so many from last month. Oh my gosh, I had double. So yeah, proud of myself, but let's get back to the point of this video. Okay, so now that I have all of my transactions in my tracker, back in my app, what I do every single time I get paid is I just pay off my credit card balance. The only exception is one of my visas, which I'll get to. I really don't spend with much anymore, but it's the very first one that I opened. So I always put like a few transactions on it per month so that something is coming through. If a statement hasn't been cut for that card yet and there's only like $20 or $30, then I'll just leave it until the next time that I get paid, and then I'll pay it off in full. So first thing I do, pay off my credit card. So I, to my MasterCard, will pay $440.27, and that will pay it down to $0. Next is for my first Visa card that I was just talking about. A statement was just produced for it, so I am paying off the $37.87. And then my other Visa, which is my more typical spending, I put a lot of my groceries and gas on my MasterCard, but my Visa I'll just like put up for basically anything else because I earn much better points. And to pay that off is $694.63. Okay, so now that I have paid off all of my credit card, what I have left from this paycheck is $1,978.12. So what I will be doing with this leftover $1,978.12 is I'm going to make a transfer to my high yield savings account that I opened very recently and I'm already loving. So I'm going to transfer it all to that account, which I keep at Wealthsimple. Can make a whole other video if people are interested in hearing about that. And then once it's transferred over there, I need to actually run some numbers on how much I have available to put into my RRSP this year. Now that I've done my taxes for last year, I think that number should be available. And so once I figure out how much I have available as far as contribution room, I will decide
how much that I'm gonna start putting into my RRSP versus my TFSA, and I'm hoping to max those out this year. Who knows if we'll get there, but that's my goal and is a different video. I am just going to set up a transfer to that account. Where this leaves me with my bank account is $200 left in my checking account, and then I keep $2,000 just in a savings account, so I have like very quick access in with that same bank. I personally have all my bills come out from my credit card, so nothing is like direct debited from my bank account, which is why I just choose to keep $200 in there as a buffer. If I like e-transfer, it would come from that amount, for example. This might not work for you. This is just what works best for me. And then my next paycheck, but that will be closer to the end of the month, so I would be keeping a lot more money in my bank account because I'll be paying rent. Like rent will come out soon, so I'll keep money in that account to be able to pay rent. But right now, because it's like middle of the month, I've paid down my credit cards, I don't owe rent, so I just am saving. Hopefully that's helpful to follow along. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all in the comments down below. But again, hope you guys found that useful. Thank you so much if you stayed until the end. If you guys are new here, I would love if you guys would subscribe. It helps my channel so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Just for everybody who loves Belle, she is so unbothered. She was just laying in the hallway, sleeping that whole time. She usually is laying on her Olaf blanket, but not today.